हम लोग जो योग वशिष्ठ का निर्वाण प्रकरण का पूर्वार्ध में 115वां अध्याय का अवलोकन कर रहे हैं। उसमें महाकर्ता किसको कहते हैं इसके ऊपर चर्चा चल रही थी। तो वशिष्ठ जी राम जी को यही समझाए हैं, जो पुरुष राग द्वेष पैदा करने वाली चेष्टा, राग द्वेष पैदा करने वाली जो चेष्टा है और सुख दुख की प्रयोजक जो धर्म अधर्म रूपी क्रिया का फलाफल का इच्छा से रहित है, मन से एकमात्र लोक संग्रह के लिए आचरण करता है, कोई कर्म करता है, वह महाकर्ता कहलाता है। अनासक्त भाव से दूसरों के अच्छाई के लिए अगर कोई काम करता है, जिसका कोई कर्म में कभी लेन देन और उसका फल में कोई आशा और आसक्ति नहीं रखता है, जो वो सब कुछ काम करता है और उसको महाकर्ता कहलाता है, कहा जाता है। We are discussing Yoga Vasistha 115th chapter of first half of Nirvana Prakaran, and in that Vasistha ji was explaining everything on a all-doer state of being, who is called all-doer. To Ram, he was explaining one who has no interest in doing anything, nor any attachment and hope for any result of his actions, and who is not concerned with all these causes of pain and pleasure and attachment and detachment, who doesn't look at it at all, and for others' sake, who does what actions whatever comes by the way, he is called all-doer, महाकर्ता कहलाता है वो। This is what we saw yesterday. Again he is continuing explaining this. अहम भाव से शून्य निर्मल और माच्छर्य निर्मुक्त जो पुरुष उद्वेग को छोड़ करके मुनि की क्रियाओं से युक्त होकर मनन आदि क्रियाओं का अनुष्ठान करता है, वह महाकर्ता कहलाता है। One who has no ego of doership and who is devoid of the restlessness or interest in doing something, and whose heart is so pure, transparent. One who gives up all the attachment or interest in actions, and just as an ascetic, he goes on contemplating over the absolute truth only, and goes on doing anything comes by the way, he is called all-doer. प्रारब्ध से अनुष्ठित हुए अश्वमेध आदि सत्कर्म और कलंज भक्षण आदि असत्कर्मों की दशा में मैं धार्मिक हूँ, मैं अधार्मिक हूँ, मैं धार्मिक हूँ, मैं अधार्मिक हूँ इत्यादि कुशंका से कल्पित धर्म और अधर्म के द्वारा जिसकी बुद्धि लिप्त नहीं होती वह महाकर्ता कहलाता है। ये कलंज भक्षण क्या हुआ? कलंज क्या होता है भाई? संस्कृत में भी नहीं लेता। शुभाशुभेषु कार्येषु धर्माधर्मे ही कुसंकया मतिर्न लिप्यते यस्य महाकर्ता स उच्यते। The central meaning is one who is not concerned with good and bad actions. He doesn't care for good or bad actions. Whatever comes by the way, say sometimes by the way, if the situation comes to perform some great yajnas, he does it. And sometimes if some unwanted karmas he has to do, he does it without any hesitation. He does it. Neither he thinks I am a doer of good actions, nor he thinks I am a sinner, I have done some bad actions. These sorts of mentality, all these feelings, he never have. So he is deprived of all these good and bad thoughts. He is always equal-minded and he never feels the doership, nor he is attached to the enjoyment of good and bad actions. Such a person is called all doer. जो कहीं पर भी स्नेह नहीं रखता, जो साक्षी के सदृश निर्विकार रहता है और जो प्राप्त कार्य का निरोध होकर बर्ताव करता है, निरीह होकर, वह पुरुष महाकर्ता कहलाता है। जो कहीं पर भी स्नेह नहीं रखता, स्नेह अफेक्शन or love, he has no affection for anyone. He does everything with equal mind towards everyone. जो साक्षी के सदृश निर्विकार रहता है, one who becomes unaffected by doing some actions just as a witness. The enjoyer of this sceneries or the he acts like an audience sitting somewhere and observing everything, not concerned with any good or bad properties of the time, space and conditions. Such a person, whatever comes by the way he does innocently, without having any purpose. Such a person is called all-doer. उद्वेग और आनंद से रहित जो पुरुष निर्मल समबुद्धि से शोकजनक परिस्थितियों में शोक नहीं करता और हर्षजनक परिस्थितियों में हर्ष नहीं करता, वह महाकर्ता कहलाता है. One who never feels miserable in awkward positions and one who is not puffed up, never feels pride in the good situations and having equal mind to do anything and everything, who is never perturbed by surroundings and who never weeps for anything, nor he feels happy for anything. In all conditions he is called the all-doer. अपने प्रारब्ध से जिस समय में जो भी कार्य उचित कार्य प्राप्त हो जाए, उस समय में उस कार्य के लिए चेष्टा करने में तत्पर रहने वाला, आसक्ति शून्य जो बुद्धिमान मुनि है, वह महाकर्ता कहलाता है. एक ही चीज़ को बार बार वो अलग अलग भाषा में अलग अलग शब्दों में कहता है, स्थिति तो एक ही होता है उसका. All these different terms and words he uses just for explaining the same thing in different ways. One who is never perturbed, never influenced by the time, space and conditions, he is called the all-doer and does everything whatever comes by the way. उदासीन होकर विहित और निषिद्ध कर्म का स्वयं आचरण या दूसरों के आचरण कराने के लिए प्रेरणा कर रहा जो पुरुष मन में आत्मा के अकर्तृत्व निश्चय से दोनों जगह समभाव से युक्त रहता है, वह महाकर्ता कहलाता है. One who has equal mind for all sorts of actions and always indifferent, doing forbidden actions or good actions, he is called a all-doer who has got no doership feeling. जो स्वभाव से ही शांत है, जो मित्र और शत्रुओं में शुभाशुभ का आचरण करने पर भी समता नहीं छोड़ता, वह महाकर्ता कहलाता है. One who doesn't give up his state of equanimity and is equal to the friend and foe, he is called all-doer. जन्म स्थिति विनाश आदि भाव विकारों में तथा वृद्धि एवं ह्रास से युक्त शरीरों में आत्मबुद्धि के कारण जिसका मन एक रूप ही रहता है, वह महाकर्ता कहलाता है. Whose mind is always steady in his self, who is never perturbed by all these modifications and transformations of the body, say birth, death and different states of the body as per the age, who is steady in all conditions, he is called all-doer. Just as we have seen in Gita also, Nowadays we are discussing same thing in Gita. Not only Gita, not only in Yoga Vasistha, everywhere. Wherever you go, whatever you hear, whatever you read in the scriptures or hear from great people in satsang, everything has same meaning. Same meaning. Nobody has got anything else to say. Only one thing, one pointed mind, which is never perturbed by surroundings, by the time, space and conditions, who has equal behavior towards everyone. He does everything without any hesitation, without any attachment. Such a person is called Jivan Mukta, and he is all doer, and whatever you call him, he is that. This is the essence of all the scriptures. All the great people say the same thing in different words and terms. Same thing, everywhere we get. महाभोक्ता के लक्षण कहते हैं, and who is all enjoyer, all enjoyer. The similar qualities we must see in such person. One who is all doer, he is called all enjoyer. He is never perturbed in pain and pleasure, then he will be all enjoyer. जो किसी से द्वेष नहीं करता, किसी की अभिलाषा नहीं करता, और जो प्रारब्ध से प्राप्त हुए सुख दुख आदि सबका उपभोग करता है, वह महाभोक्ता कहलाता है. One who accepts everything, enjoys everything good and bad, pain and pleasure, everything whatever comes by the force of prarabdha, he is called all enjoyer. जो पुरुष इंद्रियों से विषयों का ग्रहण कर रहा भी अद्वय असंग आत्मा में निष्ठा के कारण वास्तव में ग्रहण नहीं करता, हाथ और पैर आदि से आदान गमान आदि का आचरण कर रहा भी जो आत्मबुद्धि से आचरण नहीं करता, वो उपभोग कर रहा भी नित्य तृप्त आत्मा के दर्शन के कारण उपभोग नहीं करता, वो महाभोक्ता कहलाता है. One who never enjoys anything in the sense of the Supreme Self who is abiding everywhere in all beings. From that sense, he neither enjoys anything, nor gets pleasure nor pain by accepting all the situation according to prarabdha. He is never perturbed. Such a person, whatever comes by the way, he accepts it and always satisfied, always contented. He never enjoys anything while enjoying everything. So he is also said non-enjoyer and all enjoyer, both way. जो पुरुष छिन्न बुद्धि न होकर उदासीन साक्षी के सदृश समस्त लोक व्यवहारों को किसी प्रकार की इच्छा के बिना देखता रहता है, वह पुरुष महाभोक्ता कहलाता है. जो पुरुष खिन्न बुद्धि न होकर दुखी नहीं होता है, उदासीन साक्षी के सदृश समस्त कार्य व्यवहार को स्वीकार करता है और किसी प्रकार का इच्छा के बिना देखता है सबको। One who sees everything without any decisive thoughts, good or bad, this and that. He just witnesses everything indifferently, and who has got no impurity of thoughts, never perturbed by good and bad situations, and looks at all kind of objects, sense objects, with equal mind. He is called all enjoyer. विक्षेप के हेतु सुख दुखों से, जय पराजय आदि क्रिया योगों से तथा लाभालाभों से जिस पुरुष का चित्त विक्षेप का प्राप्त नहीं होता वह महाभोक्ता कहलाता है। There is a saying in Sanskrit, who is called Dhir Purush. Dhir Purush, a man of patience, man of steady mind. That means man of equilibrium, always steady, never perturbed in any situation. Who is called such a man? They say, Vikara hetu sati, in not self. Vikara hetu sati vikriyante jesam na chetansi. Te eva dhiraha. They are called sthita pragya. They are called realized souls, or they are man of equal mind, equilibrium state, whose mind is never disturbed, while there are causes for disturbance. There are real some situation in which common people has to be disturbed, such as in the dense, lonely forest, you are all alone. If you are facing some dreadful animals who is ready to attack upon you, naturally common people will be bewildered. You will be afraid, but a man of equal mind, he never gets disturbed. On the other hand, you will have neither hatred nor love for the animal, but he will be indifferent towards the terrific animals. He will not be disturbed. Okay, some toys or just like some idols are before him. He never gets disturbed. Though there is cause for disturbance, such a person is called a man of wisdom or equal mind. जो पुरुष छिन्न बुद्धि न होकर उदासीन साक्षी के सदृश समस्त लोक व्यवहारों को किसी प्रकार की इच्छा के बिना देखता रहता है, वह पुरुष महाभोक्ता कहलाता है। विक्षेप के हेतु सुख दुखों से, जय पराजय आदि क्रिया योगों से तथा लाभालाभों से जिस पुरुष का चित्त विक्षिप्त नहीं होता है वह महाभोक्ता है। जो पुरुष जरा मरण आपत्ति राज्य और दरिद्रता आदि सबको महादृष्टि से रम्य ही समझता है वह महाभोक्ता कहलाता है। Who accepts the old age and death and all kinds of misfortunes such as poverty and say unwanted situations. He is called Mahabhukta. He is all enjoyer. जैसे समुद्र भिन्न भिन्न जलों को समान रूप से ग्रहण करता है, वैसे ही जो मनुष्य बड़े बड़े सुख दुखों को भोग लिए समान रूप से ग्रहण करता है, वह महाभुक्ता कहलाता है. He gives the example of the ocean, just as the ocean accepts all kinds of water from the rivers or different sources without having any objection. Similarly, one who accepts all kinds of good and bad, pain and pleasure equally, he is called all enjoyer. चंद्रबिंब से जैसे किरणें उदित न होती हुई भी उदित होती है, वैसे ही जिस पुरुष से अहिंसा, समता, संतुष्टि आदि गुण वस्तुतः उदित न होते हुए भी उदित होते हैं, वह महाभुक्ता कहलाता है. He says, just as the nectarian soothing rays without being discharged from the moon, it appears as if it spreads out. Similarly, from whom all these good divine qualities, equanimity, non-violence and contentment, etc., all these divine qualities being steady in him, yet it appears as if it is projecting out towards everyone. Everybody accepts it. Such a person is called all enjoyer. कड़ुआ, खट्टा, नमकीन तो तीता, अदिव्य, दिव्य, उत्तम, सुस्वाद या अधम, अस्वाद, निकृष्ट भी अन्न जो पुरुष समान बुद्धि से खा लेता है, वह महाभुक्ता कहलाता है. One who accepts all kinds of food, all the six types of food equally without having any objection, say sweet, salty, pungent or this bitterness, etc., who eats it without any objection, he is called all enjoyer. क्षार युक्त तथा चीनी से बनाए गए नानाविध भक्ष्य पदार्थों में एवं शुभ या अशुभ वस्तुओं में जिस पुरुष की निश्चल समता रहती है, वह महाभुक्ता कहलाता है. One who tastes sugar and the bitter food equally is called all enjoyer. यह पदार्थ भोजन करने योग्य है और यह भोजन करने योग्य नहीं है। इस तरह की विकल्प भावना को छोड़ करके जो पुरुष अभिलाषाओं से शून्य होकर भोजन करता है वह महाभोक्ता कहलाता है। वन हु ईट्स एवरीथिंग, accepts all kinds of foods without any complaint or objection equally, he is called all enjoyer. आपत्ति, संपत्ति, मोह तथा आनंददायक उत्कृष्ट एवं अपकृष्ट अन्न या वस्तु का जो सर्वत्र एक रूप ब्रह्म दृष्टि से उपभोग करता है वह पुरुष महाभोक्ता कहलाता है। Who has got no objection in unwanted situations or in wanted good situation, favorable situations, who accepts all the good and bad objects or foods equally, having equal vision in every actions and in every situations, having the vision of the Supreme Self everywhere. Whatever comes, he enjoys it. Such a person is called all enjoyer. धर्म अधर्म सुख दुख तथा जन्म एवं मरण का जिस पुरुष ने निरतिशयानंद पुण्यद्वयात्मक बुद्धि से त्याग कर दिया है वह महात्यागी कहलाता है। महात्यागी आ गया, चलो महाभक्ता महात्यागी। And now he is talking of all renouns here. One who gives up everything. He is called all renunciation. संपूर्ण इच्छाओं, समस्त शंकाओं, वाणी, मन और शरीर की सभी चेष्टाओं तथा सर्वविध निश्चयों का जिस पुरुष ने अपनी बुद्धि से भली भांति त्याग कर दिया है वह महात्यागी कहलाता है। He is called all renunciator who gives up everything from the mind, intellect, all kinds of attempts or chesta, attempts or actions, and who is beyond all sorts of decisions. He never gives any decisions, and always he is of equal intellect. He never is perturbed by different situations, and he is never interested nor he is attracted towards anything and becomes indifferent towards everything. He is called all renunciator. देह मन इंद्रियों तथा मन की स्थिति की सत्ता का तत् दुखों के साथ जिसने मिथ्यात्व बुद्धि से परित्याग कर दिया है वह महात्यागी कहलाता है। One who understands all these worldly actions by the body, mind and senses are only for miseries, and they do not exist at all. They are non-existing objects. One who thinks like that perfectly, he is called Mahatyagi. He renounces everything. शरीर मेरा नहीं है, मेरा जन्म भी नहीं हुआ है, इष्ट और अनिष्ट के आचरण रूप विहित और निषिद्ध कर्म भी मेरे नहीं है। यूँ अपने हृदय में जिस पुरुष ने दृढ़ निश्चय कर लिया वह महात्यागी कहलाता है। क्या ये संभव है? मैं पैदा नहीं हुआ, मैं ना जन्म हुआ, ना मैं मरूंगा। Who can think like this? Neither I have born, nor I will die. One who thinks like that, he is called all renuncier. Who can do this? Though it is so easy to hear, we think it is so easy to do also, but it is the most difficult job. Who can say, I am not born at all, I have no birth, no death? Hardly one among millions and billions who has no feeling of body. Body feeling is शरीर रह करके तो सोचेगा, सोचने के लिए तो एक मन चाहिए, मन नहीं हूँ मैं करके कैसे बोलेगा? How can the mind will say, I am not the mind? That is the whole trouble. Who is telling I am not the mind? That indifference, I am beyond the mind, I am not the thinker, that feeling is very difficult to have. I am just witness, I am not thinking anything. Only when the mind stops thinking, in that situation one may have this feeling. But if at all he starts thinking, I am not the thinker, that is also a thought. How can he say, I am not thinking? Most difficult job. To feel complete witnessing state without a thought, how difficult it is. ये जो हम लोग सब विचार करते हैं ना, पर काय प्रवेश करने वाले, आकाश में गमन करने वाले, ये सब सिद्धियाँ सिद्धि के लिए जो नहीं करते हैं, जिसको स्वतः प्राप्त है, जैसे चुड़ाला को था, वो अपने आप उस स्थिति में रह जाते हैं, जो कुछ चाहेंगे वो कर सकते हैं। उस समय हो सकता है कि वो सब चीज़ को देखता है परंतु किसी में लिप्त नहीं, वो सबके परे एक स्थिति को अनुभव करता है। जैसे मान लो हम जब प्लेन में जाते हैं, वो तो फीलिंग होता है कि मैं ऊंचा में उड़ान कर रहा हूँ, जमीन में नहीं हूँ। वो फीलिंग अपने आप अंदर आ जाता है, मैं ऊंचाई पर हूँ। पहाड़ के चोटी में जो बैठता है वो तो जरूर फील करता है कि मैं तो नीचे चलने फिरने वालों से बहुत ऊपर हूँ। ये जो फीलिंग अपने आप आता है, परंतु किसको आता है? कोई एक बिरला को। Once what happened, I had been to some heights to see, enjoy the sunrise in the on the snowy regions. I climbed about 15,000 feet, quite a high, great height. At that time, of course, some other friends, some children were with me. It was 3:30 in the morning, night. At that time, there was quite clear sky, everything is visible. And slowly, within 10 minutes, the whole Himalayan range became golden. Just as nowadays we are enjoying morning golden rays in the sky. At about, we are seeing this at about 6. And before that, 15 minutes before, slowly the mountains and other invisible objects which were not visible in the darkness, slowly they get visible. And then slowly those golden rays spread over the whole sky. Similarly, there it was 3:45 or so, and everywhere golden range of mountains, so beautiful. And within 15 minutes, say about at about 4, it was quite bright and sunlight. And when we looked down, deep down, it was completely dark, nothing was visible. These ground villages, nothing was visible. Deep in total darkness. It was 4 o'clock at that time. It was the month of same November end, December beginning. There was a patches of snows also in the way. We have to go across that. Whole night we have to climb the mountains to enjoy that beautiful scenery. So that feeling, I am at a great height, that comes automatically when you are in that state and you enjoy it. That enjoyment cannot be expressed, nor can be explained to anyone. It is only to enjoy. Such is the case with such persons who never feel the body, never feel the body. They feel something out of body, witnessing the body. Rarely one can have such a feeling. He is great, one who feels like that. Then only he can behave in this way. जिस पुरुष ने धर्म और अधर्म तथा वाणी आदि द्वारा चेष्टित सब विषयों का परित्याग कर दिया है, वह महात्यागी कहलाता है. One who renounces everything, means not attached to anything in the mind itself, all kinds of temptations and all these actions mentally and physically, not thinking it is good, it is bad. he is called all renuncier. जितनी यह संपूर्ण दृश्य कल्पना दिखाई दे रही है, उसका जिस पुरुष ने अच्छी तरह से त्याग कर दिया है वह महात्यागी कहलाता। दिस इज समथिंग स्पेशल, ही सेज। वन हु not at all sees, not at all opens his eyes to see all these names and forms, visible world, who never sees anything while the eyes are wide open, such a person is called all renuncier. वही होता है। महात्मा लोग कभी जो ऐसे स्थिति में रहते हैं उनका आँख खुला रहेगा, एक नज़र एक जगह पर टिका हुआ है, कुछ नहीं देखते हैं, वो आँख खुला है। पास में क्या आता है, क्या जाता है, कौन आया कौन गया, क्या हो रहा है, कुछ नहीं। मन बिल्कुल जैसे पत्थर कोई बैठा है ऐसे ही बैठता है। तो ऐसा स्थिति को महात्यागी कहा जाता है। Some people, great people, though their eyes are wide open, they fix their gaze somewhere on one point. It never moves. They are not aware of what is happening around him. Such a person is called all renuncier, never concerned with anything. अब उपसंहार करते हैं। All these three aspects he has explained: all doer, all enjoyer, and all renuncier. At the same time, non-doer, non-enjoyer, and non-renuncier. He renounces nothing. He gives up nothing. Whatever comes his way, it is welcome. That state of mind is rare to achieve. Such a person is called all doer, all enjoyer, and all renuncier also. हे अनघ, देव देवेश भगवान शंकर ने बहुत दिन पहले भृंगी को इस तरह का उपदेश दिया था। वशिष्ठ जी इज टेलिंग, माय डियर सिनलेस राम, long ago Lord Shiva explained this way to his dearest Bhringi, the subordinate. हे राम जी, आप भी इसी दृष्टि का अवलंबन कर सांसारिक तापों से शून्य होकर अवस्थित रहिए। और राम, just like this, being different from all these modifications of mind and your being, be established in that state of equilibrium. जिस भावना से पुरुष अनायास महाकर्ता, महाभोक्ता और महात्यागी बन जाता है, उस भावना का श्री राम जी को उपदेश देते हैं कि हे श्री राम जी, अज्ञान रूप अंजन से शून्य निर्मल स्थिति को प्राप्त कर आप यह भावना कीजिए कि सदा प्रकाशमान निर्मल स्वरूप आदि और अंश से शून्य केवल परम ब्रह्म ही अंत में विद्यमान रहता है। ब्रह्म से अतिरिक्त कल्पना जनित कुछ भी पदार्थ नहीं है। इस प्रकार की निरंतर भावना का कल्पना रूपी मौलों से निर्मुक्त वृत्ति वाले होकर निर्वाण पद को प्राप्त कीजिए। He gives the essence. O Ram, be an all-doer, an all-enjoyer, and all-renouncier, having all these kinds of visions. Which opens your eyes clearly and removes all kinds of impurities from your eyes, makes the eyes quite clear to see everything properly. The eyes can see the reality by such pure, clear eyes. You have to see with such a pure eyes the all pure, most pure, the self-effulgence, self-effulgent self, which is without any beginning nor end, and who is ever existing. Without that there is no any kind of thoughts which can exist, no objects which can exist. Thus, continuously having such ideas in the mind and being purified with a indifferent, say, mental condition, indifferent. Be established in that state. Simply to say it clearly in simple words, give up all the mental thoughts, that's all. Have an one-pointed mind. Just as we were discussing in the 12th chapter of Gita, who is dear to the absolute God, who attains that state of Godhood. Similarly, one-pointed mind, that's all, where there is no mind at all. In simple terms, we can understand. Mind, intellect, all these restless or moving phenomena in the mind, within the heart, should be thrown out, and always should be enjoyed the absolute equilibrium state. That is everything. That is everything. One who enjoys it, one who can attend it, he is dear devotee to Lord. He is all doer, he is non-doer, he is all enjoyer. Whatever you say, he is that. All the titles or qualities belong to him only, who is beyond all these qualities. हे प्रिय, इस संसार में जो कुछ भी दिखाई पड़ता है वह सब कल्पों में प्रसिद्ध कार्य और कारण का मूल कारण निर्विकार परमात्मा स्वरूप परम ब्रह्म ही है। ओ माय डियर राम, whatever you are able to see in different times, long time, the creations and existence and dissolutions or names and forms or whatever you see in this world since time immemorial, that is nothing but only absolute truth. All these are not there. And the root cause is the attributeless, absolutely pure, transparent, ever existing, ever continuous, eternal, uninterrupted truth alone. Nothing else exists. That is the purest sky of consciousness, which is beyond all these movements or motions or mind or all these actions and reactions, which is beyond all these. क्योंकि कहीं पर कुछ भी पदार्थ, चाहे वह स्थूल हो, चाहे सूक्ष्म हो, या चाहे कारण रूप हो, सदैव रस परम ब्रह्म से भिन्न किसी तरह नहीं हो सकता। इसलिए हे साधो, आप मैं सतरूप ब्रह्म हूँ, इस प्रकार का अपने अंदर निश्चय करके सर्वप्रथम समाधि के अभ्यास का बल प्राप्त कर स्थित रहिए। तदनंतर फिर क्रम से सप्तम भूमिका के ऊपर चढ़ करके संपूर्ण आशंकाओं से विलास को छोड़कर बैठ जाइए। क्या कहते हैं देखो, क्योंकि कहीं पर कुछ भी पदार्थ, चाहे वह स्थूल हो चाहे सूक्ष्म हो, या चाहे कारण रूप है, सदैव रस परम ब्रह्म से भिन्न किसी तरह नहीं हो सकता। So he says in the end, because whatever is existing as visible world or invisible world, or whatever is gross or subtle, whatever is there, whether it is with cause or without cause, it is only the absolute truth without any changes, without any transformations. It is ever steady. Nothing else can exist other than it. So, Having such ideas strongly established in you, oh my great one, think I am the absolute truth. And in this way, having confirmed conviction, steady conviction, unshakable faith, first of all, try to have samadhi, enter into samadhi, forget this world. And then slowly, inwardly, go on changing from one phase to the other, higher phase of samadhis. They are called 7 phases of samadhi. And go beyond that 7th state of samadhi and be established there. Forget everything else. O Ram, be established in such a wonderful state and always go on amusing, enjoying. हे साधो, यदि आप अंतर्मुख होकर अहंकार शून्य स्वरूप को प्राप्त हो जाते हैं तो बाहर के समस्त कार्यों का निरंतर संपादन करते हुए भी आप कभी भी खेद को नहीं प्राप्त होते हैं। ओ माय डियर ग्रेट पर्सनालिटी, ओ माय डियर ऑनरेबल सेल्फ, यदि आप अंतर्मुख होकर अहंकार शून्य स्वरूप को प्राप्त हो जाते हैं, if at all having introvert without any ego, if at all you get this state of your being, at that state of your being, doing everything outwardly, always doing all the actions, whatever comes outwardly as a need of doing, doing all those, you will never be perturbed, never feel sorry, always you will be established in that. You will never feel pleasure or pain, happiness or unhappiness in that state. इस प्रकार 115 सर्ग समाप्त हुआ. In this way, 115th chapter ends. Now in 116th chapter, we shall see a little about dissolving or melting away the subconscious mind, chitta, or which is already melted, which has gone beyond its entity, which has got no entity at all. Such a chitta, subconscious mind, how it looks like and how it melts, we shall see a little. We can have the example of hailstones having fallen from the heights of sky, say from white clouds moving in great heights, they all of a sudden they get freed, and then that falls down. So in the way it becomes pieces, that is called a hailstone. How it falls down and slowly melts away, disappears in little time. Similarly, when this mind and intellect, ego, it goes to the heights of being, it always, all of a sudden it freezes and melts into nothing, melts in the absolute truth, the height of existence. Let us see. तीन काल में जगत नहीं, चाय में चीनी नहीं। माता जी समझती है थोड़ा थोड़ा हिंदी, क्यों नहीं? अब क्या समझते हैं? माता जी हिंदी भी बोलती है कभी कभी, थोड़ा बहुत। Krishna Mataji also, she speaks a little Hindi. Because she is friend to our Swami and her children. Krishna Mataji used to go to our fields and transplants. Works in the field with Swami. She understands little Hindi and Pahadi also. So in this chapter we shall see how the ego or subconscious mind melts in what state. सुहासिनी कहीं चले गई? अरे तुम्हारे चाय में चीनी है, तीन काल में तो दुनिया नहीं।
सारा चीनी आज खीर में डाल रहे, खीर बना रहे।
अच्छा अच्छा, आज सारा चीनी वो खीर में डाल दिया, आज चाय में चीनी नहीं। वो इसीलिए कि तीन काल में दुनिया नहीं। हे भगवान, चलो अब देखो हो राम जी ने पूछा, हे सर्वज्ञ सर्वधर्म को जानने वाले हे भगवान, अहंकार नामक चित्त जिस समय गलित हो जाता है या गलने लग जाता है, उस समय हुए वासना शून्य मन का क्या स्वरूप होता है? ये तो बड़ा कॉम्प्लिकेटेड पूछ रहा है कि जब चित्त और अहंकार गल जाता है या गलने लगता है, उस समय कैसे लगता है? उस समय वासना शून्य मन का क्या स्वरूप होता है? वही मन जिसमें बहुत साफ सफाई से सारे गंदगी मिट गया है, वो कैसे कैसे दिखता है, कैसे लगता है वो स्थिति? राम जी इज आस्किंग, ओ ग्रेट Guru, clearer of all the doubts, can you say me, explain me, what is the state of that desireless mind when all the ego and the restlessness or the movements of mind stops and all the ego and desires, they start melting? At that state, how that mind feels and how does it look? कैसे लगता है वो? इसको कौन बोलेगा, कौन समझेगा? Who will express it and who will explain it, who will understand it? कौन समझ सकता है इसको? जैसे मैंने कहा, वो जो पहाड़ का स्वर्णीय दृश्य, वो चारों तरफ पहाड़, हिमालय जो है सोने का हिमालय, उसको जो देखा वो कैसे बोलेगा? और क्या भाषा है उसको बोलने के लिए? समझेगा कौन जो नहीं देखा? That is beyond expression. Yet, let us see. वशिष्ठ जी ने कहा, यूँ रामचंद्र जी के द्वारा पूछे जाने पर लोभ मोह आदि दोषों का क्षय हो जाने से उसके क्षय ही पहले मुख्य स्वरूप है, ऐसा महाराज वशिष्ठ जी कहते हैं। वशिष्ठ जी यही कह रहे हैं कि ये जो दोष सब है, लोभ मोह इत्यादि, इसका स्वरूप पहले नष्ट हो जाता है। वो क्या करते हैं, पंजाब में गेहूं काटने के बाद या धान काटने के बाद वो पराली को जला करके राख बना देते हैं। वो थोड़ा देर के लिए धुआं उठेगा, कोई बात नहीं, पर वो तो जाएगा, ऐसा जमीन साफ हो जाएगा जो कि फिर दूसरा गेहूं बोने के लिए, बीज बोने के लिए तैयार मिलता है। उसी प्रकार पहला वशिष्ठ जी बोलते हैं, पहल ये सब दोष सब गल करके खत्म हो जाते हैं। राग द्वेष तेरा मेरा और जो अच्छा बुरा, ये सब पहले अदृश्य हो जाते हैं। कैसे? जैसे दिवाली के दिन दीपक लगाते ही सारा चारों तरफ हमारे जगमगाता है आलोक, वैसे ही महाराज वशिष्ठ जी ने कहा, he says first of all these impurities in the form of lust, greed, anger and all these misunderstanding etc., they have to impurities, all these demonic qualities, first of all they should disappear. That is the stage gradually one feels how all these impurities, they disappear slowly. महाराज वशिष्ठ ने कहा, हे श्री राम जी, शुभ वासना शून्य मन को शुभ्र वासना शून्य, शुभ्र मतलब सफ़ेद, जिसमें कोई वासना नहीं, कोई कालीमा नहीं, मन को परीक्षा करने के लिए दूसरों के द्वारा जबरदस्ती पैदा कराए गए भी लोभ मोह आदि दोष उस तरह लिप्त नहीं कर सकते जिस तरह जल कमल को लिप्त नहीं कर सकते हैं। वशिष्ठ जी कह रहे हैं, वो तो अनुभव को कैसे बताएंगे, लेकिन कुछ उदाहरण दे करके बताते हैं। Actually, Vasistha ji also cannot express because it is not expressible in language, in words. So, by giving some examples, Vasistha ji is trying to explain it. He explains to Rama, my dear, just as the water cannot touch the lotus leaf or lotus flower, nothing it can touch, though it is there in the water. The lotus leaf is always unattached to the water. Similarly, the white mind means without any spots, without any darkness over it, without any impurities over it. That is called white. It is not real white color. White means pure most. Where there is no dirt, there is no impurity, nor any kinds of spot or any kind of avaran, the covering. Purely pure, that means white. Such a mind never gets disturbed, never gets influenced, even though the situation and the surroundings, the time or the conditions force it to have greediness or lust or anger. Though the situation demands it and forces it, persuades it, yet that mind, just as the leaf of lotus never gets attached with the water, so also this mind never gets affected, influenced by all these. Yes. Tomorrow we shall see. There is a beautiful example. Once our celestial monk, Naraji, he sat in the bank of Ganga, in the Himalayan areas, and he started doing tapas, austerities, for fun's sake, not for any purpose, because they have nothing to do, so just sit and enjoy. So he sat for a quite pretty long time, and seeing this situation, the king of gods, Indra, was much disturbed. This fellow, he is doing such a terrific penance. Maybe he likes to overpower my throne. He wants to become Indra, I should be careful. So Indra calls all the damsels, all the beautiful angels and expert dancers. He orders them, go and persuade this fellow Narad. He should get up from his penance, or else he may be thinking to dominate over whole heaven. You should disturb him, go. And of course, when the king asks orders like this, they have to do. And they are so beautiful, they are so well-to-do, well practiced in dance and persuading others and everything. So all these named angels named उर्वशी, तिलोत्तमा और क्या नाम बताओ यार, मेनका, रंभा। अरे तुमको सब याद आए, कभी कभी बातचीत होती है। रंभा, तिलोत्तमा और मेनका और उर्वशी, क्या क्या सब, all these angels. They went there, they tried their level best, sang beautifully, and Basant also, the spring, personified spring. It went with all the flower, bow and arrow. Anybody he can persuade, bring under his control. They tried their level best. Whatever they could, they did it. Nothing happened. This Naradji, he was never perturbed. He laughed at them internally. Oh fellows, what can you do to me? I have no desires for anything. You cannot do to me anything. You cannot disturb me. Go on with your work. Nothing will happen. And being failed in persuading our Narad, they were ashamed and they went back and reported to Indra. So now you can understand what sort of mind Narad would be having. A mind without any desires or any influence. And slowly, this is called Maya, slowly the pride gets germinated, sprouts. Pride, oh, I have conquered lust and greed. And he was restless to report it to dearest Bhagavan Vishnu. Oh, I have conquered lust and greed and all these anger. So it went on. The story goes further, and Lord Vishnu understood. Poor fellow, though he conquered, overpowered these other bad qualities, but the pride, that is terrific. And this is the result of my Maya, my power. मम माया दुरत्यया, my power is really hard to go across. Nobody can go beyond it. It can bewilder, delude anybody and everybody. Nobody can control it. Tomorrow we shall see. महाराज वशिष्ठ जी ने कहा है, श्री राम जी, ऐसा शुद्ध शुभ्र वासना शून्य मन को परीक्षा करने के लिए दूसरों के द्वारा जबरदस्ती पैदा कराए गए भी लोभ मोह आदि दोष उस तरह लिप्त नहीं कर सकता है जिस तरह जल कमल को लिप्त नहीं कर सकते हैं। Tomorrow we shall see further. Hari Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishate. Om Shanti Shanti शांति। सद्गुरु भगवान की जय, सच्चिदानंद भगवान की जय, शब्द ब्रह्म की जय, सरस्वती महारानी की जय, योग वशिष्ठ जी भगवान की जय।